What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace front sway bar links on this 2001 BMW 325Xi. If you need this part or other parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1AAuto.com. I raised the vehicle. We're using a 2-post lift. If you're doing this at your house, you can use a jack and jack stands. I'm going to remove the tire to gain extra access. It's going to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to use a 17mm socket and an air gun. You can always use a breaker bar. Take these lug nuts out, or lug studs out. I'm going to get to the last one. I'm just going to hold the wheel so it doesn't fall. Take the last one out. Grab the wheel, pull it off. I want to loosen up this nut on the link right here. I'm just going to spray some rust penetrant on the nut just to help loosen it up. I'll take a 16mm socket and a ratchet, and I'm going to loosen it first, and I'm going to switch to a wrench. I just turned the wheel a little bit to gain access to this nut so that I can use a 16mm wrench on the nut, and I'm going to hold the stud with a T27 socket and a ratchet. Check to see if a T30 fits. This one may be rusted and that's why it's a T27, but this one fits. That'll hold the stud. Okay, after a while I was able to get the T30 on the stud. I think it was just rusted, that's why it wouldn't go on originally. Loosened up that nut. Take that off there. Take the nut off so you can slide the stud out. I'm going to take a 16mm wrench. I'm going to loosen this nut up on the bottom right here first, and once the stud starts spinning, then I'm going to take a T30 and a ratchet and then prevent the stud from spinning. There you go. And then just loosen this up. Take that bottom nut off, get that nut off, and then slide the link out. Here's the old one. Here's the new sway bar link from 1AAuto.com. Comes with new nuts. It's got the same length. It's got the same ball and socket design. The nice thing about the stud, instead of where you put a T30 bit in there, you can actually use a wrench, which makes it a lot easier. You put a wrench on the back side, and then you can put a socket. It makes torquing it a lot easier as well. Get yours at 1AAuto.com and you can do it yourself. Take the new sway bar link, and from the outside of the vehicle, we want the stud going in on the bottom, just like that. Get the new nut, get the new nut started. Take a 14mm wrench. I'm going to put that on the inside of the stud, and then a 15mm socket on a ratchet. And we'll tighten up this nut. And I'm going to keep that wrench on there, and with a torque wrench, I'm going to torque this to 47 foot-pounds. Keep the sway bar link, slide that in position. Take a 14mm wrench, put it on the back side on the stud. And take the nut, get the nut started. Take a 15mm socket and ratchet, tighten this up. Then use the torque wrench and torque this nut to 47 foot-pounds. Now I'm going to put the wheel on. Just line up the holes. Take one of the lug studs, get that started. And I can grab the other ones. Now I'll just tighten these down, and then I'm gonna lower the vehicle and torque them. All right, now I'm gonna use a 17mm socket and a torque wrench. I'm gonna torque these lug bolts to 95 foot-pounds. I'm gonna torque them in a star pattern so that the wheel gets tightened down evenly. Then I'm just gonna go around again, just double check. Good to go.
Thanks for watching. If you want the parts to do it yourself, check out oneaauto.com, the place for DIY auto repair.